the revolutionary ankle lock system, an integrated brace built into the boots, delivering unrivaled support, protecting ligaments from twists, tears, and trauma.
Regan Slaymaker for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store and R Kings, and I have the pleasure to be joined by world champion trainer Billy Nelson. Billy, I mean, it's just over a week now since your massive win with Lewis Crocker, but how has everything been since that big win?
If I'm honest, I took no well on Sunday, and I was in the hospital overnight on Sunday
Oh
night, and
wow.
I've I'm kind of housebound this week and next week. No
Oh
housebound, but I can't be in the gym. I can't I can't be in the gym for a couple of weeks.
oh wow. How is everything with yourself then? I was gonna
No,
say.
I'm fine. I'm a lot better now. I had an infection in my bladder, and it stopped me urinating, so I had to get a fluid took out my bladder, and they kept us in overnight, and they've kept a catheter in for 3 weeks, and then it'll
Oh,
come back out, and that's it.
okay, well, I wish you a speedy recovery, Billy, and I'm glad you're feeling all right. But we'll focus on the positives. I mean, what a win for Lewis Crocker a couple of weeks ago, the new IBF welterweight world champion. I mean, just sum up not what happened after, but sum up. I mean, an amazing night for yourself and Lewis in Belfast the other week.
Well, it was one we were confident again. We were very confident going into the fight, as we were the first fight. But Lewis contracted food poisoning in the day of the fight, so we had a second bite of the apple, and I firmly believed we would win, and I firmly believe we did win the fight, although it was very very close. Even Andy Lee said it was a super close fight. We spoke on Tuesday, and we had a great conversation. A nicer man, an educated man in boxing. There's no ma- there's no many at his level. He's a very appreciative man. He said that the game plan was fantastic, and Lewis implemented it to a T. Something that him and neither him nor Paddy expected in the slightest. The way we boxed, so it was nice hearing it coming from a fellow professional.
Definitely. I mean, we'll get on to we'll get on to the kind of the fight itself in a minute. Just the scorecards. I mean, not so much the scorecards that were read out. Obviously, the scorecards reflected what you kind of said there, a close fight. But a lot of people had it a lot wider to Paddy. I mean, a lot of people online, a lot of the pundits as well, ringside as well. Is it fair to say you guys said it there, but everyone who was involved in the fight thought it was a closer fight than what they probably had?
People who thought that was even the judge that gave it 4 rounds to Paddy. How on earth could he have given it 4 rounds to Paddy? I mean, basically, he gave Lewis the third and the fifth by 2 points, and out the other 10 rounds, he's gave Paddy 8 of the 10 rounds and drew the other two. Blind, unbelievable. I mean, Paddy's output was no very high. He was hitting a lot of gloves and a lot of arms, and the cleaner punches by far. Sonny Edwards got it down to a T. I've listened to the commentary in the fight, and the commentary astounded me. Adam Smith, unbelievable. But he changed his tune in the van after the fight when he reflected on the fight. You know, can't understand. I can't understand. But I'm a boxing man. I like to think I can read a fight. And I was confident we were ahead. Although it was very tight, it was very tight. Paddy's a top fighter, and I do believe uh, if he boxes the way he did in the first fight in future, then I think he could win a world title, no problem. I think he came into the fight super, super confident, overconfident, and I think that was his. And this, and his first, in the first fight, his discipline let him down badly, very badly. And in this fight, I think he was just overconfident,
Do you think?
expecting something to happen rather than make it happen.
Like you said, I'll say it from you've just said it there, Lewis contracting food poisoning. I think Jamie Conlon said it was kind of it was that, and then a few other issues because of the food poisoning after the first fight. Do you think that overconfidence came from that first fight? Obviously, something you guys kept very, very private until the win on Saturday night as well. Do you think that was where the overconfidence come from?
Well, the overconfidence came because he did dominate Lewis in the first fight. I mean, there's no two ways about it. Although it was very, very, very dirty. It's in all the years I've been in boxing, it's one of the dirtiest opponents I've ever faced. The dirtiest opponent I've ever faced. I mean, the elbow is cynical. That's a disqualification in its own right, in my opinion. But hey, what's done's done. We move on now.
Definitely as well. In terms of moving on, obviously, because of obviously the feelings ringside, a lot of people were calling it for a trilogy fight with Paddy Donovan, but Lewis is the first name to come out of Lewis's mouth was Conor Benn. I mean, it's fair to say for Lewis that fills up Windsor Park again. It fills up the O2. Obviously, it's a massive, massive fight if that can come off next as well. A massive fight between Lewis and Conor.
It won't be next. It will be a voluntary defence next.
Okay.
And then I hope it's a unification fight.
Okay, so you would be you don't think that Conor Benn would be obviously because of the Eubank fight and everything like that, it'll be a different opponent next.
Oh, it's not going to be Conor Benn next.
Hmm.
I already know that.
Are we looking for another trip back to Windsor Park then, Billy, or is it
No,
because
no, we'll be back in Belfast next, but no Windsor Park. I wouldn't imagine.
I was gonna,
No in the winter months.
no okay, so we potentially see Lewis Crocker back, I mean before the year's out or the beginning of 2020 2026.
I would hope it'd be out before the end of the year.
Okay, perfect. I mean, is it outside of? I mean, if obviously unless you've got anything locked in, Billy, don't say anything that you can't
I
can't.
won't.
No, 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 don't say anything that you can't say. But I mean, who are the likely names that you'd like to Lewis to defend against? I mean, there's the welterweight division is stacked there.
Well, we've got the right for a voluntary in his first defence. Then after that, me personally, I'd like somebody like Barrios at
Mm,
Windsor Park, May, June next year, April, May, June.
mm,
Why not? We've created a little bit of history. Where I'm a small part of that wee bit of history of the first all Irish fight. Now I'd like to go a wee step further and try unification. I don't think that's ever been done in Ireland either.
mm.
I don't think.
No, no, definitely as well. I was speaking to Jamie Conlan after the fight as well. I mean, with the world champions like the Barrioses, the Brian Norman Juniors, it's not as stacked as it was when kind of Crawford was there. I mean, you'd be very confident going into a fight with Barrios, Brian Norman. I mean, Devin Haney. You'd be very confident going into those fights, I imagine.
Listen, I mean, you mark my words, Ellen. There's still a lot of improvement in Lewis to come, and the confidence of winning this world title.
Hmm.
You could go, right through a few different levels now, but we'll play it beer it for the now.
No, definitely. I'm looking forward to see what's next for Lewis Crocker, and I look forward to get back to Belfast before the end of the year as well. I mean, Billy, I'm seeing a few news articles around what's next for Richard Riakporhe. I mean, it looks like it's something big's what's next. I see that Ben Shalom's he said he's pushing for a fight with either Joe Joyce on November the 15th. That's his main aim, but Tommy Welch also a possibility. I just want to put it to you. I mean, what can you tell me about what's next for Richard Riakporhe?
Can I tell you anything? Because I've not spoke to Ben Shalom since May. His text, in fact, he texted 10 minutes ago saying we'll have news today.
Okay. Okay, so and also with a fight with Joe Joyce or Tommy Welch, I imagine more leaning towards Joe. I mean, that's the fight that you guys have been calling for Richard as well. That kind of fringe world level name to get him back to a world title shot as well.
Yeah, definitely. Aye. Good opponent, Big Joe Joyce. Nice big guy. But it'll be a good name for Richard and only his second heavyweight fight.
Mm. Is it kind of with Richard? I mean, we've seen him fight for world titles. We've seen him fight at the very very top. Is it? Do we still have a lot to see from Richard Riakporhe, especially with this extra weight on at heavyweight now?
100%. He's the improvement in the gym's startling.
Mm. And
Go on.
how? Okay, go on, Billy. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying that. It's startling the improvement in the gym.
Mm.
Good listener. Very vigilant.
Definitely. Do you think we could see if we're getting that win out of the way? How quickly do you think? Obviously, with the heavyweight division kind of semi tied up, we don't know what's. How do you think we? How close do you think we could see him fight for a world title or fight the Caballeros and the Joseph Parkers? How close do you think we could be towards those fights?
Well, assuming we get past this next fight, maybe another fight, and then you've got to go for it, haven't you?
Mm.
You can't cherry pick or no cherry pick, but you can't. If you want to be the best, you've got to fight the best.
Mm. Definitely as well. I mean, another what world level heavyweight you've got in the stable. I mean, is Martin Bakole. I imagine with the the reaction you said about talking to Ben Shalom about Richard Riakporhe, is it the similar situation with Martin Bakole, or do we have more news about when Big Martin will be back in the ring?
There may be news this week about potentially a fight abroad, so
Mhm.
we just have to wait and see. Hopefully something comes to a fruition this week, and we can get the show back on the road. He needs a win, and then fight anybody.
The,
Anybody.
I mean, you've been a big caller for Martin Bakole. Don't sound like I'm repeating myself, but is it a case of getting a win and then, I mean, letting him off the leash again, Billy? Is that the same with
Aye,
Martin
aye.
Bakole?
Aye, Martin can fight anybody. Anybody. He can fight anybody as long as he's got a full camp. And if Martin's 270 pound and he's fit, Martin, in my opinion, beats anybody.
Mm.
I mean, we've been mentioned when was it August? In August, we get mentioned. Oh, we've got a Tumo's team. We want to fight Martin Bakole. Well, that was the last day we heard that they were wanting to fight Martin Bakole because we've not heard the thing since them. That was a lot of shite. They've had second thoughts about that. Listen, what will be. We'll hopefully get this fight at the end of the month. If we're lucky, we'll get a fight before Christmas. If not, the very early part of next year.
Perfect. Well, we look forward to seeing Martin Bakole back in the ring as well. Final one from me, Billy. Cyrus Patterson. I seen on his Instagram October the 25th, I think. I mean, really, really exciting fighter is Cyrus as well. I
Mm.
think just the one fight with him so far. He might have had two, I think, but that one.
One fight, and he was near faultless. It was his shot selection was fantastic. Lovely, lovely. He stays in my house when he's here. Lovely
Okay,
guy. He's
definitely
good
as
at
well.
he's good at he's good at hoovering. He's good at the dishes. He's really handy.
He's got a lot of strings to his bow, Cyrus Patterson. I mean, Billy, I'll ask all my questions, but I'll leave it there. But any final words for the fans? I mean, eagerly waiting to see you back in the corner, mate.
I was back in the corner on Saturday night. A bit sore, mind you, but I was in the corner on Saturday night for Stephen Ewens, who moved to 9-0 after a decent performance against a foreign fighter. I'd just like to personally thank everybody for some. I got some wonderful, wonderful messages for people, and it's really appreciated.
Perfect, perfect, Billy. Thank you again for your time. Hopefully, catch up soon as well. Cheers, mate.
All the best. You take
Thank
care.
you. Cheers, mate. Wait.
The revolutionary ankle lock system, an integrated brace built into the boot, delivering unrivaled support, protecting ligaments from twists, tears, and trauma.